specifically about that, do things that don't scale before you worry about scale. Everybody talks about scale, but scale's not advice. That's just like the end result of 50 to 100 iterations of something manually. There's like, so if it works, I would just try to make it so you can deliver it more efficiently.
Yeah.
What I always tell people is research and development is not expensive for you. You have to do that anyway.
Yeah.
So you can't count that against the client. Like you
No.
learning ConvertKit is your knowledge. That's not billable time anyway. So to associate that as a negative thing with this offer is unfair to the offer. And that's not going to serve you well in the end, probably, to associate that. So you got to disassociate that piece, because that's not the client's fault. That's not anything. Right. And you have a choice. You can either do the R&D, or you can just say, I can't work with you because I don't do ConvertKit. Either way, those things will be more profitable the next time, no matter what, because you either don't do ConvertKit or you know it now. Okay, so that's actually, like, just separate those two things. That's research and development. You should be spending 20% of your time doing that anyway. And so that's just cool. That's knowledge that you can have. AI can cut that down pretty significantly, but you got that. The other thing is, the first time you do it, it's by far the most inefficient time, 100% of the time. Second time, you should be able to get it down to 50%. And then the third time down to 25%, hopefully, right? Especially with AI again. And so if the third one is 25% of the effort as the first one, that means that you are scaling. That is what scaling is. It just takes less time. People think that scaling is 100% automated. Scale and automations aren't the same thing. Scale is that every time you do it, your costs go down and your profits go up. That's what scale is to me, right? So you are scaling if you can do it that way. Now, if on the third client, it was 100% of the time of the first client because you had to learn ConvertKit, that's not fair to you to say that, because that's not actually the case. The third client was more efficient. You just you added R&D and you're associating them together. Does that make sense?
It does. It does. That's a huge clarification.
Yeah. And so I would hazard to say that this will be way more successful than ever doing a course. Online courses are a really challenging business to be in.